most businesses that run ads are just throwing money away. And there's a high chance that you are as well, because I'll be talking about exactly how to beat your competitor's ad who are spending 5 times more than you on ads that don't work. So most businesses run ads like it's still 2015. They'll use stock photos with text overlays, super generic 50% off offers that don't necessarily convert to anything. And what is even 50% off? Most of them just hit the basic boost button and call that marketing. Zero personality on the ads, and there's actually no real value shown. And that's not how you run ads, and specifically like meta ads. You can't just treat it like, let's say, a Google ad. Let's look at a bad dentist ad, for example. A new patient special, $99, with a stock photo of a smiling family. That's not a good ad, because you have to keep in mind, in today's age, you have to stick out. Because everyone has access to running ads. Everyone can just press a few buttons and run some basic ads. So you need to make sure that your particular ad needs to stand out. You have to understand what the customer is doing, what they're looking for, what state of mind are they in. So for example, let's say your ideal prospect is watching cat videos on Instagram. You need to make sure your video or the ad you're using is good enough to the point where as soon as they scroll up from the cat video and your ad pops up, it's good enough for them and listen to what you have to say. You can potentially do this with an image as well, but just make sure the image has text or some sort of personality or something custom made for your particular business. Because if it doesn't, people will just scroll away. Now this could work if you don't have a lot of competition, if there's only like 2 dentists in a small city. In fact, it will work because you don't have any competition. But once you introduce the competition element and just multiply that by 10, then it won't work. Now let's talk about what a better ad would be. So a better ad would be like a 30-second video of, showing a real smile transformation with a patient testimony. So why this ad is good is because you actually see like a real transformation. You're seeing an actual person who this dentist has worked on with a real before and after. And not only that, you're also seeing a patient testimony that this person is happy with the results they got. Now compare that with the bad ad. I call bad ad just to kind of like clarify terms, but just compare that with the other ad. This ad just has a lot of credibility and other factors built into it where people would trust this dentist even more. So you just got to keep these things in mind, because some people just run ads just to kind of like check mark marketing. You can't run it like that. You have to make sure the ad you're putting out is good enough. Let's look at another example. Let's talk about personal trainers. So a bad ad would be like a generic gym photo which says get fit now. That's not going to work, especially with personal trainers and just anything fitness related. There's so much competition that you need to make sure that you in particular, especially personal trainers, you guys need to stand out. So if you just have a generic ad where it's like get 1 free class, no, 1 free class is not a bad offer, by the way. But if it's something like get fit now, that's not going to work. Now let's talk about what a good ad would be. So let's say, of course, you've been in the business for at least, let's say, over a year, I assume. So like a raw 90-day transformation video with workout clips is a very good ad. So for example, you're literally showing a transformation of what you did with your previous client, like a whole 90-day transformation. How this person went from point A to point B within 90 days. The person watching this ad would be like, yes, I want exactly that. That's something I want. And then of course, you're showing the workout clips they did. You're also providing value. That's another thing I think I kind of forgot to mention was provide value wherever you can within the ads as well, because people will remember this stuff. So for example, if you even shared like a workout routine or something that you recommend, or even like a diet or something within the ad, that's something people would appreciate a lot. Or any fact or something that's just memorable. So that's a good ad versus, a not so good ad. And I've noticed like businesses spending the most on ads are usually the most kind of like stubborn one. And by most, I mean like business who are running ads in the moment and they're not necessarily the good ones. Especially the older ones, they always kind of like always say that, but we've always done it this way. And yeah, that's exactly where your cost per lead keeps rising and your results keep dropping. So you have to kind of like make sure you make these changes. You can't be stubborn and just run an ad that just doesn't work. If you have a cost per lead and that's basically blinding you, you don't have to look at the cost per lead. Just look at the cost to acquire a customer. If the cost to acquire a customer is like super high, then the cost per lead just does not matter and you have to make changes. And don't just run marketing like a check mark. Like you have to actually put in the effort. And people will be just scratching their head because marketing isn't working all of a sudden, and the guy they hired from Fiverr for $500 in hopes to become a millionaire just didn't turn out as expected. So I'll give you like an example of our client too. So we have a fitness coach we work with. Her previous team was running like 20 different marketing campaigns of completely different ads. They had all types of targeting and lookalike audience, and they were afraid to spend more on ads for some reason. This told me their inexperience and what it actually takes to calculate a number that it would cost the fitness coach to acquire a new customer. And you can't do that if your ad team is afraid to spend or make vast changes based on data present or by data provided by the sales team. Sales and marketing needs to go hand in hand. You can't have them separate. If you have a sales team, marketing can easily communicate with sales to figure out how to improve marketing and vice versa. Because if the marketing is good enough and you're asking the right questions and qualifying the right people, sales becomes easier too. Now that's not to say like, hey, like if you're not closing any deals and people are actually showing up onto the calls and they are qualified and they're not closing anything, then yeah, that is of course a sales issue. These two things always go hand in hand. So we've already looked at some examples and we've already talked about a scenario as well. So here's what you need to do exactly. So show real results, not stock photos, and put some effort into the ad. Use videos preferably, not static image. Static images can work, but then again, you need to ask yourself, is this image standing out? Or is it just kind of like, random stock footage, text on top? Doesn't work. And demonstrate value. Don't just claim it. Like give value to the people who are actually watching your ad. Some people will just look at what other people are running and just run what they're running. That's not how you do it, because people are running bad ads, and if you're copying them, you're by definition are running a bad ad too. Now there's a way where you can find out how your competition is running a good ad, and I'll just give you one right now, is by looking at the longevity of it. Now some people just forget of like an ad they're running. Let's say it's a big company and they're running a bad ad and they just forget about it. They may be spending like 10 to 20 bucks a day on it, but still you have to kind of like put your own due diligence and your homework to see if your competition is running a good ad in the first place, because I'm telling you, most of them are not. You don't need to outspend them. This isn't Google. You just need to be better. And what that better is, I hope you found that out in today's video. So if you want us to implement this for your business, just click the link below, book a call with us, and we'll show you exactly how to beat competitors spending 5 times more than you on ads. Because when everyone else is doing it wrong, doing it right becomes your competitive advantage. So yeah, that is all for today's video. If you did find today's video valuable, I post on a weekly basis. So just subscribe, because there will be a video coming out very, very soon the following week. And also make sure to hit the like button, because it helps the algorithm and it just helps the channel grow as well. So growth is motivation, and motivation is something that continues the channel. So anyways, I'll see you in the next week.